Yeah, so people do this thing where they think if they carry the weight of guilt, the weight of grief, and the weight of fear, that they are being responsible. And that's like saying, okay, I see a bunch of people drowning right now in the ocean. I'm definitely not going to help them. I don't really know the ocean that well. It is a mystery. It is foreign. I can't really swim. Who knows what's creatures are living in there. So I'm not going to save them. But I am going to sit over here and make sure I keep my eye on them. And I'm going to put on chainmail. I'm going to put on a weighted vest. And I'm going to feel really, really, really sad. And then I'm going to talk to everybody else about how they should wear chainmail and a weighted vest and feel really sad. And what has actually happened is now all the onlookers have become impotent to do anything. And the answer, believe it or not, is desire. And people think desire is like extra, it's like the whipped cream on top. It's, you shouldn't be able to access your desires or lean into desire when there are people drowning in the ocean. And the thing is, one, there have always been people drowning in the ocean. You just see it now. That's true. But the other thing is, desire gives you energy. It gives you energy. It lights a path. Desire is like suddenly the organism that you are is moving toward the thing that feels like sunlight to you. And now you have ability, you have mobility. You're able to get up and do something. And if you still feel really connected to and concerned about the people drowning, you might actually have an impact there. Regardless, you will have an impact somewhere. And weighted down, guilty, fearful, heavy people are not helping the people who are drowning. They're not doing anything for them. They have just made themselves drown too. But that desire gives you buoyancy, gives you the ability to move towards something. And your lack of moving towards something does not make you a better person. It doesn't. It doesn't. So desire lights the way. Desire gives you energy. Desire gives you fuel. Desire gives you the next step. Desire makes things obvious. Desire collapses time. Desire collapses steps. It is it is the thing that we all need to connect with. And as a person who has recently gotten really out of balance, I've been really out of balance in my life. And the trajectory began in 2020 and really culminated in deep out of balance last year in a lot of ways, in maybe every area of my life. And I have been since April of this year moving toward greater balance, moving toward opening up new things, changing my life. And I actually feel right now very insulated from what's happening in the world. Like I'm aware of it, I know it's there. But tying myself to it constantly, I know is not useful. And if for no other reason, it locks up not just mine, yours too, locks up your nervous system and puts you in freeze mode, sends you into doom scrolling, and now you're ineffective. So, what is actually most useful is how do you first save yourself? Yes, you see other people drowning. Are you drowning? Maybe you're not drowning the same way they are, but are you drowning? And if so, you got to get yourself out of the water. You got to untether yourself from what's weighing you down. So, I have been, like I said, since April, um, working myself back into more balance. And it's been step by step. It feels a little bit slow while I've been in it, but it actually hasn't been that long. First, I had to get myself out of a situation where I was so deeply in my victim mindset that I couldn't do or see anything else. That was like my version of drowning. I was in such a deep victim mode. I needed rescuing constantly, constantly. And I got myself into a situation where I had what I needed for the first time in a year and a half, maybe longer. And then I moved. I needed to get out of the environment that I was in, the state, um, the actual place I've been living for 27 years. And I had known I needed to leave, and I left finally. Then I got a job that feeds me. It feeds me money that I've needed. It feeds me um, something I can give my attention to. So, I had gotten very stagnant in my day. Like I was doing some creative things in the morning and then kind of whatever. Um, Not productive. So this gives me like something to do for 10 hours a day, 4 days a week, which is really good for me, for my personal disposition, at least right now. It gives me breath. So as I'm working on building my business, which is what I was trying to do last year, I have money coming in. It's not urgent. I can do it the way that I want to. I can take the next step that lights up for me because that's the direction of my desire. I can feel my desire instead of feeling done upon. And now I'm moving my body. That had also gotten incredibly stagnant. And I've put myself in situations where like it's a requirement right now because it's really easy to be like, tomorrow. Um, and in life, I love moving my body, but I get to these places of stagnation. So I need a push. So I've given myself some pushes, and I'm doing better than I have been doing since September of 2020, I would say. And if I let other things going on outside of me deeply impact me, I would think to myself, I don't deserve to make money. I don't deserve to move my body. I don't deserve to breathe. I'm working on getting my breath going. I'm in really high elevation here and doing hiking and stuff, and it's challenging right now. um, I don't deserve to breathe. I don't deserve to be joyful with my dog. I don't deserve to meet new people that are interesting and have good conversation. Like it's a little insane. Do you get that? But like that's what we do to ourselves. We think if other people are suffering, we don't deserve. And I would say you actually owe it to all of the people that you want to help, whether you intend to or not, to do as well as you possibly can in your life, because that is the only energy that will lift up others. That is the only energy that will be able to affect change. That is the only energy that will feed the consciousness of the fucking planet to say, we will not fucking stand for this. I am not going to buy into your bullshit.